Hey guys, welcome to Books with Amy. I think this is the first Books with Amy that I've done on this channel, only because I used to do it like whenever, I forget, but I used to do it all the time on 3000 Horrors, so if you want to check those out, I'll leave a link for that channel down below. I think that channel still exists, right? so if it does, and I think it still does, I can link that down below and you can watch all of them, and they're pretty good stuff. So to the book. The book that I just read is Paper Towns by John Green, and I mean, everything about this book is amazing. It takes you on a journey, and if you saw my What's in My Purse video, you knew that I carried this in my purse like all the time. It's just in my purse, like just as something to do, something to read, stuff like that. And so it was so good that I had to read it, and I was just always reading it. It's like John Green just he captivates you with his writing, and he's so smart and intelligent. Just everything about this book really, really had me guessing about what was going to happen next. I was like, oh my god, what's going to happen next? And all the clues and everything, I was thinking about that to like life in general, and how everything kind of just all comes together. I don't know, you have to read this book. But yeah, so you might you might be really confused right now as to what the hell I'm talking about. But I promise if you read this book, you will get it. And I'm going to read the little, like, synopsis of this on the back so that you can get an idea of what the book's about. Blah. Quentin Jacobson has spent a lifetime loving the magnificently adventurous Margot Roth Spiegelman from afar. So when she cracks open a window and climbs into his life dressed like a ninja and summoning him for an ingenious campaign of revenge, he follows. After their all-nighter ends and a new day breaks, Q arrives at school to discover that Margot, always an enigma, has now become a mystery. But Q soon learns that there are clues, and they're for him, urged down a disconnected path. The closer he gets, the less Q sees the girl he thought he knew. And yeah. So, I mean, doesn't that already, like, take you in? Oh, it's so great. And on the top there, I forgot to read it, it's Who's the Real Margot. And looking for Alaska, like, Alaska was sort of this mystery, and she was strong, and she was amazing, and she was very, like, thriving and cool, and Margot's kind of like that. Like, she's very fearless and adventurous and awesome. And like, even in The Fault in Our Stars, like, Gus was so cool and mysterious and awesome as well. And I mean, I could go on about that book, but in this book, though, particularly, Q really does, like, love this girl, and he says it, and he's like, I mean, he can't help it, because he's loved her since forever. They used to hang out together all the time, and, I mean, there's one point in the book where him and his friends, because and him and his friends are kind of nerds, but they're really cool, and I would kind of like to hang out with them. I would really, because they sound like real people, and that's the best part about these books, like the John Green Rants, is that they really sound like realistic, people and the situations, and oh my goodness, so, it's just, I mean, I really recommend this book, and I hope that this review really helped you, and I hope it convinces you to get it, because I saw this in Barnes & Noble, and I kept looking at it, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna read it, I don't know, I'm just gonna, like, look at it, and so then my mom got this for Christmas, and I was like, alright, that's it, I have to read it. So I read it, I loved it, and I mean, it's just amazing. So, okay, now I'm going to go into everything John Green. Alright, so I started reading John Green when I was in high school, and I read Looking for Alaska, and The Abundance of Catherine's, and I read Looking for Alaska first, and I loved it. It was so good, and I loved The Abundance of Catherine's, and little did I know, like, later on, when The Fault in Our Stars came out, Shay Carl was talking about it, and he was like, this is like a very, live your life to the fullest kind of book. You should read it, and everyone was talking about it on YouTube. And I knew that there was this channel called the Vlog Brothers and John Green and Hank Green, and I didn't make that connection that that was the same person. And when it turned out that it was the same person, I was like, what? Wow. Like, I read his books, like, in, like, high school. So when I read The Fault in Our Stars, I was like, oh my god. Oh, it was so good. That book made me cry. I saw the trailer for the movie. I cried. Oh my god. I was like, I saw it twice. Oh my goodness. I cried both times. I got teary-eyed. I was like, oh my god, it really is the book. It's the book. I'm like, oh my god, this is exactly how I started pictured everything. And it's just so surreal to kind of see, like, the stuff that I read. Like, just, oh my god. I was like, oh, I loved it. It was like that book. Oh, it just gets to your heartstrings, and this book doesn't really make you cry, but the thing, just John Green really takes you in, and it's so, it's amazing writing. I really, really, really want you guys to read this. John Green, if you're watching this, but you're probably not. You're probably not watching this, but if you are, hey, I've read your books since high school, and I think you're awesome, and I really, really, really hope that I can go to VidCon this year so I can meet you and just be like, just fawn over you and be like, oh my god, you're amazing. And I need to subscribe to you because that needs to happen. Because I don't know why. I really don't know why I don't watch them. I don't know, but I need to. I should start watching the Vlog Brothers, right? Okay, just leave a comment down below. And what kind of videos do they do? Yeah, I want to know what kind of videos. Do they do mostly vlog videos? What do they do? Like, or do they do like Chicago vlogs sometimes? There's a mix of everything. I don't know. But just let me know in the comments if you do watch them and all that stuff. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you recommend any books for me, because I love to read, just leave all that down below, and I will be sure to look at everything and read everything. So yeah, and yeah, so thumbs this up and all the good stuff. Okay, bye.